The College Funding Coach has been doing our workshops since 2002. And over that time, we've worked with hundreds, if not thousands, of schools and businesses and churches and other community organizations to bring this message to the families of that organization. And what we really try to focus on is providing tremendous value. Our workshop is generally a 2-hour workshop packed full of information all about how to save and pay for college and the process and understanding some of the potential pitfalls, some of the opportunities, and really looking through a little bit of a different lens at the process.
Have your parents be prepared to kind of drink from a fire hose. In the 90-minute to 2-hour presentation, we'll give them a ton of information, some of which will be applicable, some of which won't, but all of it will be free.
I've done my research on financial advisors out there. I've had a number of them contact me because they want me to refer to them, but the College Funding Coach is the only group that understands the financial aid system. I have had so many people tell me, oh, I just tell families to put all their money into an IRA. And I'm sitting there thinking, well, it's not that simple, especially if a college uses the CSS profile, which does take a look at retirement savings. And so whenever somebody signals to me that they just have no understanding of the financial aid system, I'm just so thankful that I have the College Funding Coach, because they are able to take a look at a family's finances within the context of how colleges actually make decisions.
The College Funding Coach is all about helping people reach their goals, helping people live the American dream, helping people to overcome the odds, especially with those who come from Title I schools. What a wonderful opportunity for them to go to college and literally change the course of their life. So because everything that I heard in the seminar, it literally went straight to the heart, and I was like, this is exactly what I've been looking for my students and for my church members, to ensure that they have the opportunity to go to college.
Yeah, typically once we speak at a school and a school sees that we are there to provide education first, to provide that guidance for families and really educate them on both sides of the fence. When I do workshops, I throw as much information at the parents as I can. I try to give them real life scenarios of what we see on an everyday basis. And schools, I believe they really appreciate that. And as a result, we typically go back to that school either once a year, once every other year. Some schools I speak at twice a year. We really try to accommodate whatever the school is trying to provide for their parents. We want to be that resource to help out in their program.
What I like about the College Funding Coach is that they have an educational wing that provides, that we bring them into our school. They're providing a lot of general information and really educating families. And then they also have, this wing for families who want really individualized advice. They can go a little bit further if they want to on their own, and that's something that they would then do, based on their own prerogative, and it's not something like, that the school can offer or should even offer.
Once we've gotten in front of principals or PTAs to tell them our story, they realize that the guidance counselors do a great job of helping them get into college, preparing them for the classes they need to take, maybe doing some scholarship searches, things like that, not on how to pay for it. One of our principals at Deep Run High School, when we sat down with him, that's exactly what he said. He said, our counselors are terrific, but we don't know how to make sure that the family doesn't go broke paying for college. So that's what we need you guys for.
I think the approach of the College Funding Coach is very laid back. They want to really educate families, people, schools. There's no pressure. It is really just trying to truly understand what is out there and get people thinking along the lines of that 10, 12 years down the road when their children will be going into college.
The great news is you've been able to get into a great school in many cases, but that leaves the parents saying, how in the world am I going to pay for this great school? And what we hope to do is to provide valuable information about how they might make paying for it a little bit easier, how they can work through a process to be able to identify the resources and the opportunities that are available to them to be able to make that college dream a reality.
If we as educators don't want to see our children reach the ultimate level of getting a college education, and many of them coming back and being teachers, then we're in the wrong profession. My goal is to wipe out poverty. Now, I know that's an elaborate goal, but I think through education we can do it. Think about this. If the next generation gets a college education, we literally could wipe out poverty and welfare because they'll have a college degree and they'll have access to the resources they need to live a better life.